Here we are once again. Yeah, I forgot to film me doing this bit because, well, I'm a bodywork guy, not a film editor, and although I am editing this. So all I did, I thought about making a tool up or modifying the tool that we used on the windows to do this. But in the end, I just did it on the bead roller. And there's my coffee. Where are we? So it turns out these are pretty much the right shape. So that's what I did. And instead of, I mean, it probably would have taken me, I don't know, an hour or so to make the tooling. And I put that shape into it in about 10 minutes. The window's just tucked behind it at the moment, so you know, give the overall effect of a two-door car. But now the next step is going to be trimming everything. I mean, this is just overlapped, so trim it so I can butt weld everything together. I'm probably going to tack it all on the car and then make the window and that quarter panel one piece, I think, this time. And then I can planish it and everything off the car, which is just going to be a lot easier. It's only sticking out here because there's nothing holding it on. It's just a bit floppy, but yeah, I'm very pleased with this. A bit of a clean up, ready to start putting the window in. Separated this little bit and brought these out a smidge. Well, that'll be perfected when the window starts going in. And I just melted out a load of lead. This is a factory seam, so this is how it was done. They were just lapped over, a little bit of weld, cover it all in lead, which nothing really wrong with it. It held up for however old this thing is, 80 something years, perfectly. But we're not doing that. We'll try and sort that out a bit. A lot of this is coming out anyway, and then I'll fully weld that and straighten it up and make it nicer. But let's start getting it together. So that's looking quite nice. I'm going to have to move the car over so I can sight it all up from the back. But it's looking pretty good. I say too much. I'm going to have to stop saying But you can see this is where I'll weld it, the window and this together. It's kind of... The roof has come out nicely. It's still very adjustable, but once I've moved it out, I'll set it up so it's as good as I can get it, scribe a line, cut it off, and let's start welding it together. So what we want this, big fat hand, we want this curve to be continuous and everything to run smoothly into the back. As the roof's come down 4 7/8 of an inch, I think it was, I've had to, so the roof technically is too narrow for the body, because with a car that tapers, you take a section out of it, the roof becomes narrower the lower it goes. So we've pushed the sides out at the back to try to get a continuous curve, which I think we now have. The window, frame and roof are flowing nicely down into this area and into the boot, or trunk if you're American. This lump we'll deal with later. I think we can start scribing it and start trimming it up to suit, and then start tacking some stuff together. Do it the right way. This side's tacked in. You can see the nice curve of the roof and the rear window sort of down into this back piece here, which is got a nice swoop to it. I know I said I was going to tack this and take it off and weld it, but to be honest, once it was all on there, I didn't really want to move it again. So it's going on in place. I'm really pleased with how this panel's come out. I mean, it's obviously only tacked, but this swage line, it runs through quite nicely. This wants to go in a little bit. There's a little bit of a sort of almost a corner, but I'll cut these welds and take a little bit more material out of it, push it together, and that'll straighten it out and planish it out. And let's get back a bit. Here we are. That's better. It always looks weird on this fisheye lens, but I'm probably going to end the video here because it's 30 degrees in the workshop and I'm melting, and to fully weld it I need to put my jacket on. I don't like getting a weld tan particularly, but once again, another big step forward. Just quickly before we go, slight change of plan on when we're going to run the car. Originally the plan was to run it next year, 2027, which will be my 60th birthday, believe it or not. I know I only look 19-ish, but with the way things are in the world, the expense of everything at the moment, I know it's never going to be cheaper than it is now really, but parts availability, there's quite a lot of pressure. If I ordered some of the parts today, which is, it's June now, 27th I think, we'd probably get them in February, maybe March, and to get this out, we'd probably need to ship it in March or April, which leaves no time to test anything. So there's some family stuff going on, like there is for everybody. Nothing bad, but things that need to be sorted. And we just thought we'll put it back a year. So 2028 is now the goal, which will give us time to do some testing. Obviously there'll be videos on that. The car is road legal. Well, kind of. It's registered anyway. So who knows where we're going to test it. Hopefully not on the road, but maybe. But probably not, but maybe.